I like. Sorry. Hello, guys. Um, I just wanted to give a life update and just talk about some of my opinions and whatnot that's going through my head right now. I have like 10 different channels across the platform, and I've been uploading different videos of different kinds for like the last 13 years. And I find it interesting going back, looking back at them, you know. Some of them are opinions, some of them are art, some of them are music videos, some of them are political. Um, I'll be honest with you guys, I feel pretty down and pretty hopeless. Um, Obviously, there's the big picture stuff, right? You know, feels like the world is backsliding in 2025. You got so much uncertainty, and as an LGBT person, I don't know, just not just as an LGBT person, but just as a person, yeah, I feel a lot of fear. Um, I'm Canadian, but I don't know. Uh, we don't know where the world's going, you know? It seems like what was not okay just a year, 2, 3, 5, 10 years ago, things that were not acceptable have become acceptable, right? Being openly racist, for instance, is not acceptable. Being openly homophobic or transphobic, I feel like there was a small amount of time where that was really feeling like the world was going the right way. And I'm getting very close to turning 30 now. And this is not the world I wanted to grow up into, you know? Now, personally, I find myself in a shitty position. I live in, this is not normal housing. I live in something called a transitional room. I lost my apartment 2 years ago. Found myself floating around a little bit. And it's scary because I have a year here, which will run out on July 1st. And on July 1st, I had better have found another situation, or else it's going to be tough having for me. It gives me a lot of shame to admit that, to be honest with you, but I think it's important to contextualize my life. Now, mind you, I am still in a relatively privileged position. I have a job. It's not the best job, but it exists. The economy is really bad right now. Having a job is not a bad thing to have. I have really good friends. And I have my strength, you know. Some of the other stuff that's not been great for me is I find myself becoming vulnerable to certain people in my life, throughout my life. And often it's come back to bite me. And I would say at least 50% of the time it's my fault. But I feel unlucky or like there must be something going on in here, because whenever I fall in love with somebody, they find a way to hurt me or disappear or something. What else? I'm gonna be starting. Not going to be starting. What am I fucking kidding? I am I decided. So I was working one part-time job. I've autism, and I wasn't making enough money to really survive comfortably. So I made the big decision to give myself up for another job in addition to the part-time job. And that's a freaky proposition for me, but I think it's the only real option in this economy, if I can even manage to find one, that is. What's the last thing? I feel I'm almost done formalizing my autism diagnosis. I was been talking to a doctor, because there's a long time in my life where I kind of came to a realization that I probably have autism, but in the last few years, in the last, I don't know, maybe 5 years, it's become a bigger issue for me. And I needed to seek some kind of help or formalization, because I'll be honest with you, I don't make the best choices in life all the time. And like, I very much support autistic people, and I do not believe autism necessarily is a disability, but at the same time, it can be very, very hard on some people. And I don't know. I find that while I excel in certain things, I am so lacking in so many things. Social skills, planning, money, executive. These are things that are associated, like, yeah, the socialization issue. And then when I'm talking about money, organization, there's a lot of issues there. And I'm almost 30 now, living in this body with this mind. I'm gonna have to figure something out that's more sustainable for myself than what I've been doing, which is just sliding through life trying to find the least painful route, because everything in my fucking life has been painful, to be honest with you, to some degree. Like, I read it online, and apparently this is like not an uncommon experience, but fuck, man, I feel like I got nobody there, you know. In Canada, it's kind of slim picking for a lot of people. Like, I don't have a family doctor. I found with the autism, I had to go. I'll be honest with you. I looked for years to find a specialist, called up everyone I could find locally, asked the government for help, asked nonprofits. None of that shit worked. And I'll be honest with you, I hate technology to a degree and techno bros, but I asked fucking ChatGPT, and that bitch actually fucking helped me out. Find a doctor who would actually work with me. That was not an easy thing to do, but you know what? Thank you. I can't lie. That was really helpful. And like, I I don't know. Like, I live in Ontario, and like, part of me is like, dude, you gotta go on ODSP, um, because like I'm so poor, and I've lived so much of my adult life unemployed because I've either been fired or I've gotten into this mindset where I can't work at all, and I've only recently broken that. Um, but it's not enough, you know, and you know, I want to preface this with I'm not S word idol, but uh, I really got to figure out something to inspire me again. Everything in the world is dreadful, and I see all of my friends, and they're all so fucking sad or stuck, and I'm in hardly a position to do anything about it either. And for fuck's sakes, man, I wake up and my days are the same. Living in where I live, I wake up and I eat the fucking food they give me, and then, you know, I go to work or I don't go to work that day, and then I fucking go back home. And like, the thing that I do to feel happy in the last, I don't know, like, while, I'll be honest, the last few years, is when I feel sad, I just smoke pot. And it's cost me thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'll be honest with you, life is really fucking shitty without it. And it's not just because, like, I have some kind of addiction. It's like, it really just kind of sucks sometimes. And it doesn't suck when I do it. But I can't afford it either. Um, and yeah, it is an addiction, but it's not like, I mean, like, I haven't smoked today, for instance, and I'm fine. But still, oh, yeah. I noticed a trend because, like, I watch these videos I was talking about in all these different channels, and I noticed this trend watching my old videos across all of them, all the channels that I've made over the years. And it feels like my life was a little more, like, I don't know, like, it feels like everything has been a slight decline over the years. Like, my creativity, the situation I'm in, socioeconomically. It's not true, I don't think, because, like, I don't know, I've been broken, not broke at different times, but it just feels that way. Um, as long as I am here, I want to make videos. Because I want my life to be somewhere, you know, documented. I want my existence to be somewhere, you know. So I'll keep making videos probably as long as the platform is alive and I'm capable of making them. My fear is what is the video going to be like 10 years from now if this is how I feel now? You know, I don't know. Um, anyway, these videos are not really meant for, like, people to watch. I mean, they're more than welcome to. I know this is a pretty depressing video if you had been to be a viewer. If for some reason you were listening to me ramble, you know, and you had any good advice, I'm all ears.